So back in 2021, the Detroit Lions made a blockbuster trade. Matthew Stafford was traded to the LA Rams. Now that we know what the full completed trade is in detail in year 2023 post-draft, we know that it was Jared Goff, Ife Melifonwu, Jameson Williams, Josh Pascal, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, and Broderick Martin for Matthew Stafford. So I'm going to give the Detroit Lions an A+ on this, and I'm not trying to be a homer or nothing like that. And I'm going to also give the LA Rams an A+ because they won a Super Bowl their very first year with Matthew Stafford. Now, long term, I mean, one ring for a long rebuild ahead, is it really worth it? But you got your ring. For the Lions, you got a starting quarterback, a starting wide receiver, a starting caliber running back, a two-headed monster at the tight end position with Sam Laporta. Now, there's two people that I'm going to say. One, there is the jury to still be seen. Like, we have no film on this kid. Besides for a very, very, very limited film. And that's Broderick Martin. I'm going to give him a B+ because we don't have no film to see what he can be into the system unless you've watched his film, which I'm going to be honest, I don't watch Conference USA. It's Big Ten, SEC, maybe some Pac-12. Outside of that, no. I'm not watching Conference USA. So I don't know nothing about Broderick Martin. And everywhere I'm trying to find film on to watch of him, I can't find it. And the limited film I've seen, he's good, but he needs a lot of development. You know, and it might just be a tweak here, a tweak there, and he'll be at least serviceable year one. So I'm going to just play it safe, B+. And then the other one, Ife Melifonwu. I got to give him an F because he's trending bust. You know, I hate to say it with his brother being one as well. Now, I do feel in this system, Ife should be back into being a corner, not a safety. Because he's better in that man coverage. But the jury's still out, and he's still kind of trending bust. Maybe he's not on the roster come the 53-man roster cuts. But I'm going to give this, like I said, an A+. You got multiple starters, and you have a few role players. I mean, you got Josh Pascal, who's in the rotation. You're going to have Sam Laporta in that rotation, possibly Broderick Martin in that rotation. You got a superstar in Jameson Williams, who, has had his injury in that national championship, cost him most of the season in 2022, and then now is serving a 6-game suspension. But I think after that, I think a lot of those iffy kind of questions are going to be behind us. I think after this, I think you're going to get the best version of Jameson Williams. And then you got Jahmyr Gibbs. Now, I know a lot of fans don't like this pick, but I do, because if you really watch him, you know that he can do everything that a coach can ask for you. He is being compared to Christian McCaffrey and Alvin Kamara, where he can catch out the backfield. He's a running back. Yeah, he might not have the 1,000-yard seasons on the ground and this, that, the other, but he's super dynamic. Like, anything you ask for him, he's going to do it at a high level. And we have a top 3 offensive line, if not the best offensive line, when healthy. So I'm going to give that another superstar grade. And then you got rid of Matthew Stafford. Obviously he's going to be a Hall of Famer. Let's call it spade a spade. He's going to be a Hall of Famer. Wish him well. Hopefully his back is healthy. But the reason why I say that we won this trade, you turned possibly only 4 players into 7. 6 if you don't count Iffy. But on technicality, 7 people. And you only gave up 1. 7 for 1, I like my odds. And with the regime that we have, you see that Brad Holmes and Dan Campbell, they're no nonsense. They're going to get whoever they want that fits what they are trying to do. And that's what we're going to try and build. And it's working. And this team is starting to get everything coming together. And once we get Jameson Williams back, say week 7, well, I'll say week 8, give him a week for, conditioning. We're going to be right in the swing of things. And this offense is going to be high-powered. And by that time, our defense is going to start being solidified. So, you turned 7 people and only had to give up 1. I absolutely love it. That is the full trade detail. So, again, I'm going to give it to you one last time. Jared Goff, Ife Melifonwu, Jameson Williams, Josh Pascal, Jahmyr Gibbs, Sam Laporta, and Broderick Martin for Matthew Stafford. I'm going to say the Detroit Lions got the better end of it with an 8+, but the Rams did get an 8+ because they did get the Vince Lombardi trophy, their very first year together. But long term, I don't think it's a win situation for the Rams. Whereas for the Lions, it is a 110% long-term win. This was a winning trade. And with that being said, let me know your thoughts on your grade for Matthew Stafford and Jared Goff and the assets that we got with Jared Goff. So with that being said, leave them comments down below. I'd love to hear from you. And give this video likes, subscribe, all that fun stuff. And I'll see you in the next video because grit don't quit. #1Pride, baby. Peace.